36. He's from here I'm in Norfolk. So the all Norfolk boys, our own display team here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see the Stunt team perform, now's your chance to get to the arena.
Pre-flight checks, ensuring that this all-new electric start bar is in the correct map. Meanwhile, Ryan, still in the dark ages on the old combustion engine Honda CRF 450, he'll be clearing out, making sure the bike's running well. And Aaron's just doing wheelies for the boys. Right, so quick check to see what the wind is doing. The wind is a little bit variable out here, so one thing that we certainly pay maximum attention to is wind direction. You'll see those instrumental flags aboard the landing system. We'll pay close attention to them as the show progresses as we go up. Nice and high, a very good poppy setup. Feeling good out here today. Always well when that first jump goes to plan, isn't it? And you get to point B, being that Bolldog FMX landing system. There's a huge scope to go long, there's a huge scope to go very, very short. So we just get all three riders over, make sure they're happy, they're comfortable to proceed out here. These first warm-up jumps just give us that opportunity to reacclimatise, refamiliarise ourselves with the ramps. As there are no speedos, there's no stops on the throttle on these machines. And you get a little bit of a shot of adrenaline that goes through your body when you propel yourself this sort of height in the air on a freestyle motocross setup. Now I must say that's me feeling pretty good, nicely warmed up. So we just get the other few chaps up and over, make sure they're happy, they're comfortable to proceed, and then we can get things moving with a little bit of freestyle motocross. So with that said, it is now with pleasure that I get to introduce you to the riders, letting you know who you might be cheering and who you might be making a smidgen of noise for. So all the way from the dizzy heights of Durham in Norfolk, please join with me and make some noise for the one and only Mr. Ryan Powley. I'm very own Clemson paintwork on our lorry. They're trying to keep that looking prime as we tour up and down the country. Let's see who's not for a second or two. Big look back heart attack. So I'm going to make some noise for him. He's your first rider to be introduced, so be nice to him and make some noise for Ryan Powley. Legend. Very glad to have him back with us as we go from one Powley over to the next, because this next gentleman out, he is indeed Ryan's elder brother. He's slightly bigger in stature, but why not get behind him and make some noise for the one and only Mr. Aaron Powley. You'll see these two guys together and they are literally chalk and cheese. You've got Aaron, he's got all the big flip tricks within his arsenal. He's arguably got the brains of the operation. As he jumps off his machine aboard that start bar, switches the legs over to the right hand side into what we call the super cam position. Now Aaron may have been a little bit tentative that time round. As you can see, those instrumental flags aboard our landing system, they give us a direct reading of the wind direction, because as an FMX rider you want that wind somewhat behind us. If it were to rain out here today, it would be less of an issue than a crosswind. The crosswind is absolutely dire for a freestyle rider. As Aaron turns his bike into the wind, throwing caution to the wind as he joins me back here on terra firma. I'm going to make a bit of noise for him. Feel free to make some noise for Aaron Powley. Get on, right, now freestyle riders left in this country, but
don't let that fool you, because he does have some of the hardest and most technical tricks in freestyle motocross. Like that one he demonstrated for you guys right there. That one's called the Executioner. A one-handed handstand on the seat. Not generally a trick you should do for your first show of the day, let alone when we have a bit of an inconsistent crosswind going on, which does make our lives very tricky. But Dan does have over 20 years of professional FMX experience. So as you can imagine, he has conditioned himself to ride in just about every condition you can think of. Now, believe it or not, he does actually have a radio mic in his helmet, and it is actually him talking you through most of this show. So ladies and gentlemen, now he comes back over, please make some noise for Dan Whitby!
I'm going to shift the tricks and work my way up through my trick repertoire to the more technical stuff. Right, quick check to see what the wind is doing. Doesn't look too bad. Let's start things off with a little switchblade. Again, that little blip, speed check, wind the power, we jump off the machine, switch the legs to the sky into the switchblade position. One of the earlier tricks that we can indeed perform. Let's see what Ryan's got as he makes his way in to this intro. Whips the bike out, brings the right leg around into a whipped out knack position. Here comes Aaron. Let's see what he's got as he goes heel clicker, brings the legs around the handlebars, clicks the heels in the air into a very simple heel clicker. Now let's combine a little bit of the old school, shall we? Let's see if we can bring two tricks together here. We saw the heel clicker from Aaron. We're going to go for a combo as we go heel clicker into double cam. Two tricks that we learned early on in the sport of freestyle motocross, bringing them both together to give us that combination of a heel kick and a double cam. There goes Ryan with a huge look back hard attack, Indian air, very, very nicely done from Ryan. Aaron's under power, jumps off, look back hard attack again, utilising the grab hold, those holes you can see beneath our seat here as he pushes the body out into the look back hard attack. Now let's take the grabs one step further this time around. We're going to try and hold on with the one hand, so look out for that little blip, wind the power on, we jump off, the right hand goes back, grabs a hold of my heel, the left hand keeps a firm grip aboard the machine as we move into the one-handed grab or an executioner. Here comes Ryan with a huge double grab as he throws both hands back to the grab hold beneath the seat, pushes the body out into the double grab. Aaron goes switchblade, moves the legs over to the right hand side into the switchblade position. Let's try and do something a little bit funky out here. This one happens really fast, so check this out. It's very technical. We've got to do a lot of moving on this one. So a little blip on the way in, wind the car, we go up through the handlebars, click the heels, and then we have to take a hand off as we go into stale fish to saran wrap. Very awkward trick to perform. Here comes Ryan as he goes for a bit of a dead sailor, they call that one, giving it a handful in the air. What's Aaron got for us? He goes cliffhanger, obviously the wind playing into Aaron's hand, because you shouldn't really do cliffhangers when the wind is a little bit treacherous, but it was obviously good that time round. I'm going to finish up with a double grab, see if we can get a good one off here. As we go off the ramp, we go into double grab, a little bit whipped out, and then back before we land. That's a double grab that we saw from Ryan earlier on. Last but not least, here comes Ryan with a tidy switchblade, very, very nicely done. And last but not least, Aaron's on his way in, he's under power. Let's see what he's got. Big super carry. Yes! Oh, the KOD whipped out in all sorts of shapes. A very solid way to start his two jump trick combination. And you can see from Ryan, one skill that Ryan has to an absolute elite level is how long he holds his tricks for. He gets into position real fast, he holds it, and then he gets himself back just before he touches down. A very, very solid score there from Ryan. But he has yet another chance, another opportunity to try and take the win out here. Show number one for us here at Smallwood. He's upside down! Yes, we narrowly landed on the lorry there, the first split of the day. Please give it up and make some noise for Ryan Powley! Hey Ryan, how about you use the lorry to land on next time, yeah? That was very, very close. I'm very glad that he survived to tell the tale out here as we move swiftly on to one Powley over to the next. Now this young man, he may indeed be billed as the UK's #1 FMX rider, but he's going to want some help from you guys, so please get behind him and make some noise for Aaron Powley! That's right guys, you're working out how things go down out here. The louder you guys are, the bigger we attempt to go. You can see Ryan pushing the limits out here. Let's see what Aaron's got his gun straight in with a black flip, not messing around, just showing his brother how it should be done. That's right, make some noise for him landing on the lorry. It's always a good thing. the other side, but Aaron's gone straight and he's upside down. Yes, super flip! Oh my God, you've got to make some noise for an immaculate super flip. Please give it up and make some noise for Aaron Powley!
He's got for jump number 1. Oh my goodness, coming out swinging with one of the hardest, most technical tricks in freestyle motocross. That one is called the Rock Solid 2 Double Indy. Reaches back for the grab holds, completely lets go of that bike, literally just catches it again with his fingertips. As you can imagine, with inconsistent winds, it doesn't take much for him to not be able to catch that machine. But 20 years of experience is definitely showing through right now, so let's see what he's got in store for jump number 2. Oh, very nice, throwing himself outside.
1, 2, and 3, not too bad at all, pretty closely over, dare I say it. Would you like to see one more? Should never say one more in freestyle motocross, but we are going to go for one more. Finishing things up for us here, Bolddog FMX. It's going to be show number 1 in the books here at the absolutely awesome Smallwood Vintage Rally, Steam Rally 2026. Right, what's the wind doing? Looks pretty good. The boys are ready. I'm ready. Are you guys ready? Love that. Legend. A wheelie after. Okay. Right. Here we go then. We're on the way in. 1. A little bit of wind as well. Here comes Ryan. He's upside down. He's on the lorry this time around. Aaron's on the lorry. There you have it, guys. We have indeed been Bolddog FMX. You guys, you've been absolute legends. Thank you so much for coming out and checking out our first show. We will be back on again at 3:15 later on this afternoon. But so many cool things to see at this absolutely amazing show. This arena is absolutely jam-packed for the rest of the day. But for now, what else can I say? You guys, you've been absolute legends. We've been Bolddog FMX. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll look forward to seeing you all a little bit later on. Take care, guys. See you in a bit.
Give him a big round of applause, please. I think they deserve 3 cheers for that. A bit. Well done. Bolddog FMX.
the novices today are better, there's more, you know, there's more dangerous than different.
Right, shall we go?
That was just